let's see. It was like late 90s, early 2000s. During that point in time, to me, anime was like blowing up. Well, back then I was told it was called Japanimation. If you was up like late, like after like 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., if I'm not mistaken, and you had this upgraded package from the cable network with Cartoon Network, you probably had Toonami. It was a key to watching anime from Dragon Ball to Samurai Champloo, but it was extremely hard to find. And if you was able to, like, they had stores that they had opened up that they had, like, you had to go to the mall to get some of the anime, but it was like super expensive to get copies. And only way you was able to get one, you had to borrow from a friend or see if they can kind of give you a copy. At that point, I just said, forget it. I'll just stick to Toonami. And then, like, okay, fast forward, I believe like around like 2000, 2002 or 3, if I'm not mistaken, there was a store that I discovered not too far from me called Game World. They sold video games, new and used. And you could talk to them to find certain anime. And what will happen is that, like, if you ask them about it, they can see if they can find it. And if they find it for you, they'll give you a call and you come up there and you just come pick it up. I know that because I did a test and I was looking for this Street Fighter series. It was very hard to find. They called me up and they found it and I went up there to pick it up. Now this is where the story is a little bit unfolds a little bit. There was a Mega Man series that was super hard to find for me. Talked to him about finding it and they found it. A few days later, they hit me up and as I walked in, the lady was in the front playing a game with Luigi by himself. Wait a minute. I never knew that there was a Luigi. I mean, he looked like Ghostbusters a little bit. So it like really tripped me out. It caught my attention. As she was playing, I saw the controller and I looked at this little bluish looking console. Like a little box with it just looked like a toy. I just thought it was like super cool. I was like, whoa. And my eyes glued to the screen with the graphics because at that point in time, it was like groundbreaking. I told them, wait, this is Nintendo? I was like, Nintendo makes cartridges. I hear like a fan, I hear some, and so she stopped the game and she took out the little disc. Like, whoa, wow, this is amazing. I became a fan right then and there. Okay, how can I get one? She said that she had 2 in stock. Is there anywhere I could drop, like, after I get this Mega Man, is there anywhere I could drop like a deposit and just give me a few days? I was like, if you can give me 5 days, I can have the money just to go ahead and get this console. And she said, okay. So she took deposit. See, one thing about this store, as long as you keep your credit up, they was always super cool with you. And I always, because I'm a big fan of games and stuff, so I always did that. I came back in 3 days. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I got 2 games, if I'm not mistaken. One of them was Luigi's Mansion. The other one was, I think it was the Donald Duck game. I think it was Out the Shadows or Going Quackers. If it was one of those, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a long time. I was a big fan of that console. Now, the peak to me of GameCube was Wind Waker. Wind Waker, I was like, wow. There was so many games that I played on that. I mean, because I didn't really play too many games on the 64. I'm not gonna lie. I have said this before in plenty of my videos. The only game that I really followed was Zelda. I mean, there were some other games like Extreme G and stuff like that. I was still into PlayStation and stuff like that, but when it came down to this GameCube, I was, oh my goodness, I was all in. It was just like the controls and everything. Moving forward, letting you know that I was a big fan of GameCube. So when I seen the Retroid Pocket 5 with that GameCube look, it really brought me back to when I first got my GameCube. Wow, this is awesome. And I know some can probably look at, well, or they'll say, well, it's not the exact color or this is that and that. I really don't care. It looks good to me. So now I'm ready to power this thing on and let's get started. What is going on, you guys? Your boy Famous Kid Video Game Entertainment. And before we go any further, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. Click like, subscribing. It's always a big help. Okay, when I mean it done now, I literally meant this. I'm just about to get started on this handheld. I have not even turned this handheld on. I haven't did anything. I am like literally, it's just unboxing this thing and starting to do like a setup. So I figured that since I'm doing that, I might as well go ahead and show you guys how, like, in the basic setup that I'm going to be doing. You guys don't have to do the same thing I'm doing. This is just me, how I'm setting it up. And basically there's a goal that I wanted to do as I'm setting this up. The first thing I do want to set up is the Vita3k. I'm going to do that because I don't know if anybody knows how to do it. Just in case I'm going to do a setup, you can follow what I'm doing. I do make mistakes, okay? I just want to let you know. If you guys know a faster way, please leave in the comments, okay? All right, upon turning this on, you're going to be welcome to this little welcome screen right here, okay? So obviously you just push the R1, okay? Next, then you can just select your language. I do want to make sure that this is a touch screen. I just wanted to show you that this is touch screen, okay? So everything works. All right, and of course I'm just gonna pick English. Okay, make sure you set up your Wi-Fi setup. I'm just gonna cut from here, and I'm just gonna go to the next one. Okay, you're gonna set your time zone. I'm just gonna cut from here and then go to the next one. Okay, make sure that check mark is checked up. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, just make sure that's checked and everything, and then just let it do its thing. Just same thing. We're just gonna go to the next one. Okay, just wanted to show you just in case it's unchecked, so make sure you check that. Now here's all your emulators if you wanted to install them. It is up to you if you want to go ahead and install all these. I'm going to select a few. There's a few things that I'm not going to install. There's other ones that I'm going to pretty much install later on, because I'm thinking about doing future videos of setups of how to install some of these other emulators without them being set up. So some of them, like with the Citra, I just definitely need to make sure I install that already. But there's other ones I'm thinking about as I go. I might do like another part and go ahead and go from there. So if you notice, there's certain ones I'm not gonna select. If you have this, it's up to you. If you want to go ahead and set all this up, that's up to you. I'm not even doing PPS SSPP. I'm not gonna even do redrain because I'm probably gonna get that. I'm gonna get that later on. I'm not gonna get Retroid. I'm just gonna wait on that too. Steam Link, I could probably. I don't know. All right, I'll do Steam Link. That's fine. And then PS2, because of the updates or whatever, I'll definitely go ahead and get that. Scum BM, that's up to you if you want to install those. These are all your choice if you want to. I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna do mine like in a different way. So there you have it. We'll let that install real quick, and then after that, you're pretty much just gonna get one more. So if you want to go to the Retroid launcher, if you have games already set up, that's up to you. I'm just gonna go to the actual Android part because the Retroid part I'm probably gonna mess with later. This is just a basic setup that I'm doing, and because my goal is up on this particular video, my first thing I want to install is Vita3k, and there you have it. Everything's done. We're gonna get to the little Android desktop. Android desktop is up now. It's time for me to go ahead and install the SD card. Okay, I got this 512 right here, and I'm gonna leave links in the description just in case you want one. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna install this in a different way, just in case you guys have a problem, okay? Have like an issue putting it in, okay? Now, usually what I do, I put it on my PC and I just go ahead and format it. So, but just in case if you run into this problem, I just wanted to kind of show you, okay? So now that you're over here, first I just wanted to go ahead and set my screen time out just in case it goes to sleep on me for like 30 minutes. That's just me, because I'm trying to show you guys something, so I just don't want the thing to be going to sleep on me. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go back, and what I'm gonna do, go all the way back, and also want to show you guys, just in case, just drag it up in case you guys want to close out an app. Okay, now I'm gonna put this thing to sleep. I'm just gonna put it in sleep mode. That's just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut this thing open, but one thing about this one came with a little a USB, so you can go ahead and use that adapter. Okay, now with me, it's a little bit different, because even though the fact is this comes with a USB adapter, I rather use mine I love this one right here. This is my favorite one right here. Okay. Now, at least that the fact is, the good news is that I got a backup, but this is my favorite one right here. I will leave a link in the description for that one because that one is just, yeah, it works super good. Okay. So now that I have it asleep, we're going to go ahead and drop the SD card up in here. So I'm show you just at the bottom, just in case if you guys end up getting one of these, this is where the SD card goes. So we're going to pop this up in here. And now you're going to see an indication of at the top that you see a little card at the top on Android. So then we're going to go down. Now I just want to kind of show you guys on this setup process. So okay, so we're just gonna go to storage, and as you see, you're just seeing like the regular the regular internal. Okay, all right, just so you can just see everything what's going on. Okay, and that's going to be all the files and folders and stuff like that, but you can also look for your files also on your desktop. Check your desktop, because there's always one that's out there. It's like always like a file, so that way you can go ahead and find all your stuff if you want to kind of temper around with it or just switch some things over. I just want to show you guys this just in case, because some might not know, and I totally understand. So you know, there's been times people have asked me questions about this type of stuff, so just in case. All right, so we got the SD card, and I'm going to go to storage because we're going to format, and we're just going to do this little drop arrow right here, and then we're going to format the other SD card. Okay, now you see that it's corrupt. See, it's corrupt. So I'm gonna show you in this case, just in case if you run into any problems. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to format it. Okay, we're gonna attempt to format it and see if it works. Okay, now some things might vary in some cases, but I'm just gonna fast forward. So it just notice that the numbers has not moved or nothing after a few seconds. Like at this point in time, most of the time it's not gonna move at all. I mean, seriously, because there's nothing on it. So I just want to just kind of show you so you can actually see that this particular card seems like it's corrupted, but it's not corrupted. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna try it again so I can show you one more time so you can see this. Okay, I want you guys to see this. Okay, just in case. So I'm gonna do it in another way for because we want to make it portable storage. Okay, so that's what we want to do. We're gonna format it again, and it has not moved. Okay, it has not moved. Chances are when it comes down to these SD cards, you have to format it on. Me, I like to format them on PC. That's up to you if you want to format them or mess around with them on here. But as soon as I get these new SD cards, I like to just go right to my PC and format them on my PC before I put them on here. So we're gonna pop this card out, and we're gonna pop into this. Yep, and we're just gonna go right onto the computer. Okay, so right here, notice that the card is there, and it just needs to be formatted. So you just format it. You can format it to the regular, or I'm just gonna do extra fat. That's fine. I'm just gonna keep it right there, and then just let it format. Boom, and it's done. So now we're gonna hop back over to the handheld and pop it back in. On the handheld, we're gonna go ahead and like pop this back up inside, and right now, just as right now, the thing is still sleeping. So all right, we're just gonna go ahead and put that up in there, and then we're gonna go back to storage. Now this time you're gonna go back to storage so you can see. I'm gonna do the drop down, and now there's the SD card right there, as you can see, and it's also, you can show how many, it shows how big it is right there, so you can actually see right there. All right, so you can see right there. Okay, and then we're just gonna format it, because I want to format it for this, just in case, so that way when I do put my games on it, I won't have not any problems at all. And I want to do it for portable storage. Okay, that's what we want to do. We want to do that portable storage, and then we're gonna go ahead and go for it. And this time it's gonna work. I don't have to even worry about it. It's gonna work. This is real time right here. Real time. Look at that. Real time. There was no editing with that. So now we got that done. Okay, if your theme requires an update, make sure you update it. You know what I'm saying? Hook that thing up and just push the update button. Then you're just gonna go ahead and push the middle button, just update it and let it do its thing. Now, while this thing is doing this update, I'm gonna go ahead and show you my PS Vita, because that's where I'm gonna get my games from. That's up to you. However you get your games, it's up. However you want to get your games, dump games, it's up to you. I'm quite sure if you look online, you might be able to find something, but this is how I am gonna get my games. I did make a video before about setting up the PS Vita, because I had got one from Korea, and just check out my video on how to set it up and you know, do the games and all that kind of stuff, you know. But that's up to you however you want to do get your games. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this whole setup thing and show you the rest of it. Okay, all right, once my thing is updated, you're just gonna go to your to the browser, and you're just gonna go to Google and type in Vita3k. It's gonna be the first thing that's gonna pop up. You're gonna click on that website right here, boom, right here, and then you're just gonna scroll down all the way down until, and then there's information if you need to see other things, if you want to read about it. You can scroll all the way down, and then I'm just gonna go to Android Night. Yeah, we're gonna get that nightly build right there. So we're gonna get that from the GitHub. And then as you scroll down, okay, so it's gonna give you the latest release, and as you scroll down, you're gonna get that first one right there. Okay, that's the first one you're gonna get. Okay, you're gonna let that. Now I have a different way of installing things, so if you just want to just push the download, then you're good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and actually install it to my SD card. That's just me. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. You can just push download and just let it install. Okay, that's up to you. Okay, it's gonna be like, yeah, it's gonna be harmful, but you want to do it anyway. Then after that, you just want to go to your file. This is where I'm going, because you can just go to your downloads and just go ahead and just open the file, but I'm just gonna go all the way to my SD card, and then I'm gonna go to my downloads, and then I'm gonna go ahead and install it from there. So that's just what I'm doing. Okay, you're gonna push install. All right, then we're just gonna open it up, and let's do this. Let's get up in here. Okay, all right, select your language, whatever language you want at that point, then push next. Then we're gonna do a emulator path. I'm going to same thing. I'm just gonna go ahead, and now I want to make sure allowed to manage the files. So this is what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and have it to where it's gonna install towards the SD card. That's just me. This is what I'm just doing. Okay, you can install it however you want to. It's up to you. Okay, that's up to you. I'm just going over here. I'm just gonna put my SD card. I'm just gonna create a folder. Okay, just gonna create a new folder called Vita, and just go from there. Boom, and then I'm just gonna use this folder. This is what I'm doing. Okay, then allow. So I just want to go ahead and download the firmware. So you just push download on the firmware, and it's going to come to a website. Okay, you're going to scroll down. You're just going to press and hold that download update. Press and hold until you get something pop up. Then after that, you're just going to scroll until you get download link. Okay, download it, and then that's it. You can just close this out, and you can go back. So if you just like I taught you how to swing back. Okay, you see that? Then you just go back to your app. Then you're gonna go ahead and download the front. That's what you're gonna hit. Hit that, and this is gonna do its thing. After you're done with that, give it a bit, and then same thing. You know what I'm saying? After it's downloaded, same thing. Swing back and going back to it. Okay. All right. Then we're just gonna go to our downloads so we can go ahead and install it. Okay. So I'm gonna download the fattest one first. So you look at the file size. Then I'm gonna do the big one first. Okay. Just click on that. Let it install. Give it a bit because it's gonna take a bit for the big one. Okay. After that, just push OK. Then after that, you're gonna install it. You're gonna install the second one. The same thing. So you're just gonna click the smaller one, and that ain't gonna take them but like a couple of seconds. And then after that, that's it. And then just push OK. Okay, push next. I don't want to change anything over here, so we're pretty much just cool with that. So then that's it. Just push OK. Okay, after that, okay, you're gonna see this screen right here. You're just gonna scroll down. You're gonna uncheck this check button if you don't want to see that type of information no more. Just do that, and then just push close. Okay, and my thing is just like something else just popped up, but this probably went back to the thing, and I'll reset it in a second. So you just create new user. I'm just gonna do the same whatever, and then I'm just gonna push confirm. Okay, then now that's it. It's just everything's good. You just push OK, and then now I'm here. Now this is where the crossover comes in. Just like I said, where your game's at. I'm gonna put a couple of games on my SD card, and I'm gonna come back. Assuming you already got your games, all you gotta do is push file, install zip. Okay, install zip or VPK. Okay, you're gonna look for your file wherever your game is that you saved, and then you're just gonna click on it, and it should install. I mean, one thing about Vita, it's like a hit and miss, so you gotta like try like different ones. That's just what I went through. So once that's done, you push OK. and then everything's cool. Should be able to work. The control works after everything works up on it. So after a couple of seconds, then the on screen kind of disappear and everything's like in control. So just like this is looks really good. I didn't really do any other setups on the back end or anything like that. You can tap around with the settings and stuff. And with that being said, I'm gonna be out, you guys. All right, you guys, if you guys made it this far, I truly appreciate it. All right, and from gamer to gamer, thanks for watching.